Let's see what we got. See what we got. All right. This is just a sound check. Just a sound check. Let's see what we got here. Angling this in the camera. What do we got? That should be good. That should be good. You guys should be hearing me okay on the mic. Brand new mic. Here, I will tweet this out. Mic check 1 2. How you doing, Mariano? Like I said, I'm just testing this. I have zero agenda. Here, let me close that. Let me know how it sounds. I mean, that's the main purpose of this. Let's see. How's your day? How's your day going? How's my day going? No, day's going pretty well so far. Memorial Day here in the United States. Obviously, always bittersweet because we have to celebrate those that help fight for our freedom here in the United States. But going okay. Lockdown. Like I said, I just got this mic in the mail, so I quickly set it up and I'm testing it out here. So appreciate you guys hanging out, helping me test this. I'm tweeting this out. See if more folks come here. There's no agenda. I have nothing, nothing to talk about other than I'm testing out this mic. I honestly don't even know if I'm going to keep this. There is another mic that I'm interested in that the second it becomes available, I'm probably gonna switch to that. But hey, if I wind up liking this one, I'll just keep it. And no, thank you, Mariana. I appreciate that. The mic that I want to get, Samson is. You know what? I'll throw the link in there. Let me find it. It is the Q9U, and let me find it. The heck is it at? Here it is. This one. I'll put this in the chat. You guys can check that out. That's the one I want. It is similar to the Shure that Shure mic, which is $400. I'm not spending $400 on a mic, but this one's $199. The mic that I'm talking with you right now, this is the Audio Technica AT2020. This one costs $99. But I like the style of that Samsung mic because it's similar to the Shure. What is it? The 7MB or something like that. But yeah, this one's the Samsung's supposed to be out, but it's not out yet. So I actually emailed Samsung this morning to try and get an ETA on when it's going to be available. Yeah, the SM7B. Thank you. That's the one. $400. I ain't spending $400. Look, let's sure wants to sponsor me. I'm not spending $400 on a mic. But how is everyone's day going? And let me see if I can get more comfortable here on this mic. But the sound is good. That's the main purpose of this. I just want to make sure I sound okay. If this winds up being my daily driver for mic. No. Matter of fact, yeah. Might as well talk about this too. I just got this in the mail as well. Steel Series sent me over the Arctis One wireless. This one works for Windows 10, Xbox One. You can plug this into an Android phone, and I do believe this will work on the Nintendo Switch as well. But you know, it was made for Xbox One, so the mic will work, with things on Xbox One, which is cool. So I'll unbox this later. I'll take it through the paces and check it out. But Steel Series, they hit me up last week and sent this over to me, so I'm appreciative of that, and I'll have a full review for it. Oh, thank you, Romeo. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, it's funny. I have a my preamp is the Tascam Mini Studio. It's what I've used for years with the Shure SM58 mic that I have. If you watch previous streams that I do, or like Gamertag Radio or something, and the way that one's set up, it doesn't need phantom power. So I plugged this one in, and I didn't have phantom power on, and I'm like, oh my god, the mic doesn't work with this crap. I'm gonna have to go get another preamp. But I just switched on phantom power, and now it's working fine. But I do have to mess with the gain on this mic, whereas with the Shure mic, I didn't have to. Said it sounds low on your end. Interesting. Yeah, maybe it's your phone. See if other people co-sign that. Let me know if it's sounding low to you. Let me know. Actually, where is my levels at? UB Allen. How you doing? Thank you. Oh, your mic is starting to sound a little off. You know what it is? It's RTX voice. Let me turn that off because I've been messing around with RTX voice, and it'll get robotic every now and again. Let me turn that off. And what about now? Let me know how the sound is now. I turned RTX voice off, so I'm going directly from the preamp now into I use Streamlabs OBS to stream with. So let me know how that sounds. Volume is all the way up on my iPhone. Anyone else? Okay, this is going to be super weird, but let me be a weirdo and pull myself up. But yep, sounds good. So okay, sounds good. Oh, it does sound good. Okay, good, 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 good. And who's texting me? Let me close that. Sounds good. Appreciate that. And I see some folks trickling in a little bit. So yeah, thank you. I'm literally just testing out the audio on this microphone. This is the Audio Technica. Like I even got the box right here. I really just as soon as I got dropped off, I just opened it up and immediately plugged it in. But yeah, it's the Audio Technica. This is the AT2020. This is the mic that I'm using. Just price, everything I've seen on reviews and everything with the price, it seemed like a good fit. So yeah, voice is clear on my end, no robotic interference coming through. Yeah, because like I said, I was using RTX voice. That's NVIDIA's solution. It kind of just kills a lot of the background noise, so it only focuses on voice. So when it works great. But then you'll have these issues where it gets robotic. And if Pete was in here, I'd drive Pete crazy because I've been using RTX voice, and the audio isn't always crisp. But this is just with it off right now. So if the audio is sounding good, then we should be good to go. But like I said, I'm here. I'll hang out for a little bit. The people are here. I don't know if you got any questions or anything. What's going on with you guys? Looking forward to the short work week. Supposedly, I know every day is still the same, but seems like we're going to start getting some huge game announcements probably starting next week is when everything's going to start kicking off. Who else is here? No, I do not play Mortal Kombat 11. You know, I used to be, God, 20 years ago, I used to be really big into Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat and all that. Really, this goes back to the 90s, so more like 25, 30 years ago. But yeah, I've just really not been huge on it since. Just not my thing. I mean, you know, I think for me it was more of back when arcades were a thing and you were doing you put your quarter up on a thing and you're doing it head to head. Kind of these online fighting games, just not really something that I've gotten into, I guess because of the lag issues. How clear is the headset I'm wearing now? Look for a PC headset. So this is an Astro A50. So full disclosure, Astro sent this to me. I did a review on it, the whole thing. If you look behind me, well, you probably can't see this off camera. I actually have an Astro A40 as well. Same thing. They sent that to me. I literally just got this Arctic One wireless. It does work on PC. I also have a Plantronics. Their rig, their RIG 800. I use that on Xbox and on PC as well. I used to use that one a lot. Really liked it. Very comfortable. I also have a Lucid Sound LS35X, and I'll just be upfront with you. The headset works great. There's no issue with it, but I'll never recommend Lucid Sound to anyone because they're very terrible customer service. We had a incident last year, so to speak. So, and I know that's just personal I'm in, and the mileage may vary, but it just really depends on how much money you're looking to spend. I'll say something like this Arctix One wireless. I mean, I think you can get this for $150, something like that. Obviously, it's wireless. This Astro 850, does the Dolby sound and all that. This is about $299, I believe, something like that. So really just comes down to looking how much you're trying to spend. Do you want to go wireless? Do you care if it's wired? Things like that. And Megatron, how you doing? Yeah, I'm just testing out. I see someone's asking me about. Looks like Rain is asking me about the state of play. I saw that, and I'm not going to be able to stream it because I'll be working at the time. This week is a bad week for me for any kind of gaming news. I'm going to be pretty busy with my real job. So unfortunately, that 1:00 time frame is not going to work for me on Wednesday to stream it. So I'll have to catch it after. But the good news is, like I said, this is a big week for me work-wise, but June, July, I should be free-ish to do a lot of this stuff, obviously depending if anything last minute comes up. Because, obviously, when June 11th gets here for Night City Wire for the Cyberpunk reveal, I will be streaming that, 100%. And what else do we have here? And Dimitri saying, what's up, dude? I know you have an affinity for open world games and its design, but I never heard you mention Red Dead Redemption 2. What are your thoughts on it? That is funny you say that. So, quick story on that. I purposely held out for the PC version. So I did not pick up Red Dead 2 when it originally came out on PlayStation and Xbox. I waited for it to come to PC. And it just so happened NVIDIA was gracious enough to send me a PC code. So I have been playing Red Dead 2. Online is phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. If you saw my tweet last week when someone had also asked a question about open world games, it was one of the open world games that I listed that I really enjoy. I've not gotten big into Red Dead Online. I need to. I'm finishing up a couple other gaming things, and I think I'll spend the summer playing some Red Dead 2, and that'll probably just lead me right into Cyberpunk. But no, Red Dead 2 is phenomenal. My only problem with Red Dead 2 is that opening is so slow. I can really see that turning a lot of people off. So you really have to just take a deep breath and just say, let's just get through this tutorial part. But once you get through the tutorial and you just get into the open world and can start doing what you want, it really opens up and is a lot of fun. And Eagles fan, what's going on? How you doing? Yeah. I'm doing my therapy again. I'm testing out this microphone, so obviously you guys are hearing me okay. G Shorter, thank you. I appreciate that. You're sending mic sounds good, man. Did you get that Twitter message I sent you? No, I haven't. Did you DM me? Because if you DM me, I haven't checked my DMs. I get a lot of DMs, and I'll just read them. I'll read them in chunks because I get a lot of nonsense. See, because full disclosure, my DMs are open. I purposely leave my DMs open, and I get a lot of crazy people that send me stuff on DMs. So I'm not checking them all the time, just so you know. But I'll check it when I get off the stream. Beautiful game, just switches a little more TLC, more optimization. Yeah, I don't know if you're playing the PC or the console version, but PC version's been pretty good. I haven't had too many issues with it. Yeah, I mean it's been fine. And I'm talking Red Dead Redemption 2. And Dimitri, yeah, the open is slow. Have to take your time, plow through. Exactly. You just have to basically hold your nose and just say, all right, let me take my medicine and get through it. And then once you do that, you're fine. And you're on PC. I guess, specifically to online. And again, I've not jumped into online. I need to. I know I need to. So now, ironically enough, now the fact that it's on Game Pass, I have some friends on Xbox that I might just jump on Red Dead 2 online on Xbox and not on PC, but I haven't made up my mind yet. Yeah, H-World, yeah, story mode, I haven't had any issues either. So, but again, everyone hanging out in here, thank you. Like I said, I just got this microphone and figured what the heck I would jump on here and test it out, see how it sounds. So you're helping me test it because I recorded my voice just to see how it would sound on there via Discord, but I wanted to do like an actual stream and get feedback from other people. So I appreciate you helping me with this. And anything else? Anyone else out there? Question? Big thanks to you, man, for all the great content. I appreciate that, Danny. And I'm honestly just getting started. I don't know what I'm doing. And I know people tell me online to stop saying that. Oh, you know what you're doing. Stop being so hard on yourself, stuff like that. But the reality of it is, I look at a lot of the other creators out there, and I don't want to say I'm jealous, but I would say that I look to them for inspiration on a lot of things they do, be it live stream, be it actual YouTube created content, stuff like that. And I just want to get better. That's why I always ask for feedback. Give me feedback. Let me know how I'm doing. I honestly would rather hear what I'm doing wrong than what I'm doing right, so I can correct the stuff that's wrong, things like that. But yeah. And what is Romeo saying? I play on Red Dead or on Xbox, but I've only played online. I haven't tried the story yet. Sounds like I'm missing out. Yeah, the story's pretty good. The story's really good. The story's really good. I definitely appreciate the stories. It's definitely one of the better of these open world stories for sure. Yeah, Dimitri. I mean, look, and I've said this before, so it's no secret. I mean, my big thing is like I'm to the point now in my content creation career, whatever that means, that I really only want to talk about and cover things that I enjoy. I don't want to just cover a game just to cover it because I got a free code, or they invited me to an event. I mean, if you invite me, you send me a review code, I'll do my due diligence on it, of course. But I mean, when it's my choice, when it's my own time to do something, I want to chase the games that I enjoy playing, and I want to talk about the games that I enjoy playing, or be it pop culture, stuff like that. That's why, like yesterday, I was talking about Cowboy Bebop, because that's something I really enjoy. And what else are we saying here? H World, just keep working at it, man. I've been on and off list of GTR and love that you guys keep it as 100 as possible. No, I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Same with Danny and Pete. I mean, obviously I'm here on my personal channel doing this talk, but Danny and Pete are my brothers, and I love them to death. And like I said, I'm not doing any of this stuff without Danny. None of it, zero. Because when I reached out to him 14 years ago, crazy. When I reached out to him 14 years ago, and the fact that we're entering June, it is literally almost 14 years ago that I reached out to him, and he helped me out a lot. He helped me out a lot. Was always a friend. Was always there to give me tips and push me when I needed pushing, stuff like that. And then when we just linked up, and basically became a team in 2013, it was just an easy fit. So I hope no one takes what I do on this channel as, I'm trying to leave GTR, I'm trying to do something. It has nothing to do with it at all, because this is just more specific for the things that I enjoy doing, and that Danny or Pete may or may not enjoy to do it. But this is where I want to have my platform to talk what I want without Danny cutting me off 20 times or any of that. This is just for me to be able to talk and create the stuff that I want to create. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And I know they don't think there's anything wrong with that either. And Eagles fan, Paris, have you ever talked to Colt Eastwood about content creating? Ask me that question again on June 2nd. Let's see. One thing I appreciate about the GTR crew is how approachable you guys are. As big as GTR has gotten, y'all stay humble, and that's awesome. So that's okay. Well, and if this is who I think it is, pretty sure we met. I want to say it was E3 2014, was it? I want to say that. And you're from New Orleans, correct? I remember being at the Xbox media briefing, and we were in line and we were talking. Tell me if that's correct. I think that's correct. I try to remember. Let's see. And what is Mariana saying? I want to win the Cyberpunk console sweepstake, but as always, if I don't, I hope you win. Hey, it's funny. I tweeted about that, retweeted it today when I saw it. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I want all of it, but I also understand that the chances of me winning are slim, and I would never want it to seem like some kind of favoritism or something like that. Like, people at Xbox see Project Red, so they just gave it to you. No. Trust me, I have no insight on any of that stuff. I'm entering a contest just like everyone else is. I mean, look, let's just be honest here. They know. people at CD Projekt Red, they know my excitement. That's not even a secret. They know we've had conversations and face to face, and they know. They know that I know that they know, right? But I would never ask them, hey, give me a review code, give me this or give me that. If I get it, if it's something to review, absolutely, of course. But I try to never push that envelope for any of that stuff. I mean, I'm a fan just like everyone else. I mean, I'm a fan that has the opportunity and, my tiny little platform to express my opinion. But other than that, it's no different than anyone else. When Cyberpunk comes out, as an example, whether I review it early or I get it on the 17th of September, I'm going to play it. I'm going to give my opinion, be it good, bad, in between. I know it won't be perfect. So expect me to nitpick something about it. I know, I 100% know that's going to happen. 100%. But no game's perfect. You know what I mean? As much as I love Destiny, I'm not even playing Destiny right now, but I still follow everything that Destiny does. I'm still vested in that community, and when it gets to a point that or content that I want to play, I'll be back. Same with Cyberpunk. There'll be something about Cyberpunk that I don't like. 100%. There's stuff that The Witcher 3 I don't like. 100%. So, you talk about the stuff that you love because you want to be excited about it, but you try to also, not be biased and just sing the praises. Nothing's perfect. So if you see something wrong about it, talk about that as well. And that goes with Xbox, PlayStation, all that stuff. Yeah, G Shorter. Other than my wife, I have the memory of an elephant because my wife don't think I can remember anything, but I tend to try to remember. I try to, anyways. I'm obviously not perfect. And then Dimitri saying, got to ask you, big fan of Cyberpunk as well. Have you ever played any of the Deus Ex games? May satisfy the Cyberpunk? Yes, I have, and I'm a huge Deus Ex fan. And that's a game, especially the original, just simply ahead of its time. I mean, I didn't say it in that viral video when I saw Cyberpunk 2 years ago, but that was at the top of mind as well. I go, this is a modern day Deus Ex. That's part of it as well, especially the fact that you have the freedom. You have a class system, but then you don't because you basically can switch your class up as you go. So that's kind of the beauty of Deus Ex, where you could approach any scenario you wanted the way you wanted to do it and not the way the game was trying to force you to. And here we are now in 2020. I kind of think that original vision of Deus Ex is going to be realized with Cyberpunk. And H World is saying, I had given up on Cyberpunk just because we've been talking about it forever, but European reviews have made it come back and keep it. I mean, we're so close at this point now. I mean, we're under 4 months. The game's going to be out. So when you think about it, we get to Night City Wire. By the time we're done with Night City Wire, now we're 3 months out. You're going to have a couple months of the marketing and the PR and all that. And then, bro, once we get to August, I mean, we're there. We're basically there. We're a month away at that point. And then, my God, once September gets here, I mean, just the anticipation is going to be at an all-time high. So, yeah, I'm super excited. It's been a crazy journey waiting on it ever since that initial trailer. God, was that 7 years ago, 6 or 7 years ago? And then, obviously, the ramp up that we've seen here in the last 2 years. I mean, it's been phenomenal. And hype for Horizon Zero Dawn. Yeah, I am too. I'm really waiting for PlayStation to announce that date it's coming to PC because I'm planning to pick it back up again. I'm gonna do another playthrough on the PC. Look, I'll be honest. If they're like, oh, it's coming August 20th, I don't know. That might be too close to Cyberpunk. I might not do it then. But if we can get it in July or something like that, I would definitely try and play through it again. And throat's getting a little dry. But anything else before I get out of here? And Dimitri's asking me again. Let's see. My throat's getting dry. I apologize. Yeah, the last one I have is Mankind Divided. Yeah, it feels like the game it wanted to be. Yeah, agreed. Completely agree. I mean, it was a good game. Wasn't a great game. And like I said, I think Cyberpunk's going to take Mankind Divided to the next level. If Jackson Daxter is announced for next gen, I'll have to splash the cash for both consoles. Well, and that's interesting. Like you say that. I mean, I'm at the point, be it Series X or PlayStation 5. really more so PlayStation 5 because I have a PC, so it kind of negates Series X for me in this sense that I'll pick up both consoles when I feel there's a game that justifies me picking up the console. So is Jak and Daxter alone at launch enough for me to get it? Probably not. Would Horizon Zero Dawn 2 be something to make me get it at launch? Absolutely. Ratchet and Clank, maybe. But we'll see what the PlayStation launch lineup looks like. And then as far as Series X goes, I mean, my PC is going to play Halo better than the Series X would anyway, so I don't necessarily need one at launch. Which, again, you know, if I wind up getting some of the stuff for review, of course, I'm going to cover it and talk about it and do all that. But if I'm just spending my money, there's honestly not a need for me to get a Series X right away, but we'll see. When am I going to finish my PC build? I'm staring at it. I'm looking at it right there. It's done. I am talking to you on said PC. I know what your question is because I had a part 1 video and I never put a part 2 up. Part 2 video had some issues. It's going to require some editing on my part before I put it out. But no, PC build is done. COVID happened, a lot of stuff happened, and I just never got back to it. So honestly, I need to do that. CC Felton, love the Cowboy Bebop discussion. Thank you. I'm you know what? It's funny you bring that up. It was an experiment, obviously, and I didn't do as great of a job as I wanted to do with it. Like, I wanted to talk about Ballad of Fallen Angels, but then I kept worrying about spoiling it, so I didn't really talk about it the way I wanted to, but then I wound up pretty much spoiling it anyway, so it was kind of a mess. But it does have me inspired to, and I won't do all 26 episodes, but basically to take some of my favorite episodes and kind of just do a breakdown of them and just analyze them. And I don't know if I'll do it live or just record it or whatever. Maybe I'll probably just do it pre-recorded. That way, you know, I can write up a script for it and, you know, edit in like some actual footage from the episode, stuff like that. But no, it was fun. I mean, that's definitely a territory that I've always wanted to do, but I've been a little intimidated to do because, I'll just be honest with you, I just worry about the quality of it. But you know what? Screw it. I should just do it. Just do it. Do it for me more than anything because it's just something I want to do. And just put the content out there and let everyone else judge it for what it is. But I definitely want to do things like that, you know, even with video games, but more so out of video games. Like, I would love to revisit The Matrix again, kind of talk about that more. It's ironic. I was just watching Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2 a few weeks ago and really like kind of analyzing the scenes and analyzing some of the stuff that was coming out of that. And it's like, I would love to do some of that. I mean, you know, there's a ton of other movies and TV shows I would like to do stuff like that with as well. So, you know, we'll see. But I appreciate the words about Cowboy Bebop, and I definitely think I'll jump back in and break down some more of those episodes. And Zach is asking me, hey, how do you think Cyberpunk 2077 will run on PlayStation 4? My only concern is frame rate drops and draw distance. It's funny, I just talked about this yesterday on a live stream. There is a high chance you will not see the Xbox One or the PlayStation 4 version of Cyberpunk 2077 before launch. You'll probably see, if they show the console versions at all, it'll be not Series X, but it'll be Xbox One X and PS4 Pro versions of it. I think the original consoles for both will not run that well. I think PS4 will run a little bit better than Xbox One. And when I say original, I'm talking that microwave Xbox One. I think that original Xbox One is just going to be an S show as far as frame rate goes. I don't think it'll be locked at 30 at all. I think you'll see significant dips in certain parts. You're going to see some muddy textures, things like that. They're going to just do what they got to do to say, yep, it's running on it, but it's not going to be great. I'm sure they're working hard to optimize it as much as possible, but you're just looking at hardware technical limitations at this point. We're talking hardware that you realistically have to think was developed. The idea of these are the specs we're going to use were probably decided in like 2011. And then obviously the console came out in 2013. So we're looking at 7 to 9 year old hardware trying to run this modern game. So don't expect it. Don't hold your breath. Let's just put it that way. You know, the definitive console versions for sure will be the Series X and the PlayStation 5 when those come out. Hey, what's going on, Neon? One of my favorite cyberpunk content creators out there. And let me say this, because I don't think I've ever said this since you're here, Neon. You were probably the first cyberpunk content creator I ever saw on YouTube. And I started following you and watching your videos and all that. And that kind of goes back to the intimidation factor of I want to do content like that. But I'll tell you, dude, you do a fantastic job. I love that very calm voice that you have, and I think you do a fantastic job of what you do, and I hope I can do it as half as well as you do. But yeah, you definitely were inspiration for me to try and jump in and do some of the stuff myself. And now I'm trying to keep up with all these questions. Let me see, what else are we saying here? Oh, Dimitri. Okay, good. You're saying that the mic is definitely an upgrade from what you had before, aesthetically and function. Ooh, we got fancy. I got a windscreen that's coming for it. I should get that in like a day or two. I'll put that on there. And Mariana, for future videos, will you be adding unboxing reviews of games and equipment? If you check my channel, I have unboxings and stuff like that right now. But yeah, absolutely, I will. And any thoughts on how you'd handle Cyberpunk 2077? Isn't everything you hoped it would be? Devastated if it happens on my end. But here's the reality of it, as far as it goes with Cyberpunk again. Yes, I'm letting my excitement just run wild at this point. And, you know, hey, it won't be perfect. I know it won't be perfect. No, there's no way. I mean, there's two games that absolutely lived up to everything I thought they would be. And that's Mass Effect 2 and that's The Witcher 3. And neither of those games are perfect either, right? They have their issues. So I do expect Cyberpunk to live up to my expectations as far as what I think this game will be. But there'll be parts of it that I don't like. Now, if it's just a colossal just failure, like CD Projekt Red has been frauds this entire time, and this is just going to be one of the worst games ever, you know what I mean? If this is like Anthem, let's put it that way. If this is Anthem, yes, I will be very disappointed. But I've enjoyed this 2-year ride. I really have, of just anticipating this game and talking about it and sharing my enthusiasm and passion with it. And if it just ultimately turns out to not be a great game, I'll say as such, say SO, blah, I can't even talk. I'll say that it's not a great game, and unfortunately, I'll just have to move on from there. I hope that doesn't happen, but it's always a possibility. And let's see, Gaming Gamer. Hey, hope you are good. What will be the first thing you will do when you get into Night City? That is an excellent question. I have no idea. I have no idea what the first day. Once I create my character and they drop me in, let's put it this way. I'm sure there's going to be some early tutorials, so you'll be limited on what you can do. I'll say that kind of like Red Dead or like The Witcher, when you get out of White Orchard and now the world opens up and you can go do whatever you want. I'm probably going to try and go out of the city and look at the skyline. Maybe that's the first thing I do. Yeah, that's like this background right here. I want to be able to see that. I want to see that in the game. That's what I want to do. That might be the first thing I do. And then what is CC saying? And I'm just catching up on questions here. So let me see. What is CC saying? CC saying, thank you. Own that ish. These deeper pop culture anime discussions are pretty great, especially when a lot of us are engaged with you. Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean. It's just fun, man. I mean, I just love to talk about this stuff. So anyone that wants to listen or watch me talk about it, I appreciate it. Cedric, PS4 Pro will be good enough. I think it will. Like I said, I think the PS4 Pro and I think the Xbox One X will be fine to play Cyberpunk. I mean, you're going to be playing at 30 frames, but, you know, they'll be doing 4K, probably not native, probably be a checkerboard or whatever, but it's going to look fine. I would say probably medium texture, something like that, but it'll be fine. And the limiting factor in both of those is the CPU, to be honest with you. Those Jaguar CPUs are just dog crap. Tangent question, how's the weather in Cali? It's hot. Weather had been pretty good the last couple of weeks. Like I would be a nice breeze, stay outside kind of thing out in my backyard. But I tried to go out in the backyard early, it's hot as hell. So I was like, oof, come inside. Oh yeah, Neon. Yeah, absolutely. And I seen Zach, you guys collaborate soon. Neon, correct me. I think I'm coming on the community podcast after Night City Wire. I think that invitation was extended to me. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I think, but yeah, for sure, when all the Cyberpunk stuff comes out, man, I absolutely would love to collaborate on some stuff. And you should spend time in your apartment. I went back to demo. So yeah, dude, that's what I mean. It's like, who knows? I'm sure I'm gonna see something shiny. We all will see something shiny when we first get to play the game. And I'm gonna do this first, and it'll probably be nothing close to that because something's gonna grab your attention when you first jump in. No, Mr. Rocket. And Mr. Rocket is saying, will your character be created to look like yourself, or do you have something else in mind? I'll be a female. Female V. It'll be black female V with a big old afro and just whatever tattoos or cybernetic implants I can do. But I definitely want to spend some real time in the create a character and try and make a very unique V. Especially since I plan on doing a video review. So I really want to kind of get extensive with it and walk through creating my V for the first time. Reggie is saying, hi, can you turn your mic up? I can barely hear you. So, okay, now I'm confused again. So is my mic okay or is it not? Because now I'm confused again. Some people say they can hear my mic. Some say they can't. Give me a shout and let me know if that's correct. UB, I'm really looking forward to seeing Johnny Silverhand. Oh yeah, I am too. That should be great. And if the rumors are true, he had so much fun with it. They extended his presence in the game and he has more dialogue, so that should be good. Enos is saying, are you expecting a downgrade for Cyberpunk? I hope the hell not. Not at this point. And it's interesting. I was just thinking about this too. You have to remember that demo, which is the deep dive, was an old build a year ago when they showed it at E3. So we've not seen what the current, we're probably a good 18 months of having not seen what the current build of Cyberpunk looks like. We've seen it from 18 months ago, if that makes sense. So I don't know. We'll see with Night City Wire. We'll see. I mean, if you follow the devs on Twitter, they seem pretty confident about what we're about to get. I'll just say this. If it looks as good as The Witcher 3 right now on maxed out settings on the PC, I'm good. I'm fine. So if that's a downgrade, then that's a downgrade I'll be fine with. Yeah, Reggie, maybe it's your laptop. I don't know. I got it at 100. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I have the mic up, but everyone else seems to say it's okay. So I'll just keep trucking. But thanks for hanging out, Reggie. I appreciate it. And I'm just asking all these questions. Look, I'm going to be shameless right now. Super chat works. Just kidding. But any support for the super chat is amazing. And everyone that's contributed already, I do thank you. But as I continue to answer these questions here. So what's your opinion on cross save for next gen? Do you see it happening for sure? Or do you think we aren't close yet? You'd be fine paying for a game twice. I am not fine paying for a game twice. And I hope cross save does become a standard. Obviously, it looks like Microsoft with this smart delivery is going to be a thing. If you buy the Xbox One version, you're guaranteed to get an upgraded version on Series X. I'll even say specifically for Cyberpunk, I would love to see them embrace cross save across consoles and PC. They did it a little bit, and maybe that was an experiment for something to come. Who knows? I have no idea. But they did it with The Witcher 3. With the Switch version of The Witcher 3, you can import your PC save onto the Switch and vice versa. Save it, it'll go back to the cloud, and you could pick back up on PC as well. I've already tried it out, and it works great. So if there were to be some kind of combination of that to where I could start Cyberpunk on the PC, have whatever progression I have, and then basically hop on an Xbox or a PlayStation and continue said progression, I'll go buy that twice. That's something I'd buy twice. I would absolutely love to have something like that. And Esco saying my mic is fine. Thank you. And Terrence is saying it's clear but lower than usual. 1 second, since I'm getting various opinions, because I have the gain at about a quarter. I'm gonna up the gain just a taste. Whoops. And I just banged on the mic. That is me upping the gain slightly. Let me know how that goes. Do I think CD Projekt Red will put a John Wick Easter egg in Cyberpunk? I would hope so. I would love that. I would love to see them not only do that, maybe something with the Matrix. I fully expect some Witcher Easter eggs in there as well. Hey Paris, think about this. When June hits, there will be nonstop gaming news. Yeah, I know. That's what's crazy, man. I mean, this is kind of that in between week right now where there's not going to be much going on. But starting next week, just expect nonstop gaming news to start happening. I mean, EA is going to have their event. Night City Wires happening. You're having the IGN summer news stuff, which I think they're putting the schedule out tomorrow. Obviously, Jeff Keighley's doing his Summer Game Fest. PlayStation is allegedly going to have an event in June. We know Microsoft is going to have a product event in June. And then we're getting the big reveal for Xbox in July. Ubisoft's having their thing in July. I mean, it's going to start kicking off, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. Went up slightly. Yeah, I'm just worried about the gain being too high. So, okay, now I'm getting, some people are saying it's good. Some people are saying it's bad. Yeah, I'm a little confused. I don't want to bring the mic closer to me. That's the whole point. The mic should be fine right where it is. All right, I'm gonna turn the gain up again. That's the whole point of this, is to test it. Hold on. All right, that is me turning the gain up even more. Matter of fact, there, I just maxed out the mic. See, it peaked when I maxed it out there. This is an OBS, so I turned it down slightly. So how about that? Whoa, is it too loud? Let me know. Here, I'll wait to get some feedback. It's too loud. No, it's good. Now we're cooking with fish grease. Okay, we're cooking with some fish grease? Holy shizzle sticks, that's bonkers. Wait, what's bonkers? Now it's too loud. Okay, gosh darn it. It's louder, but only because my volume was up. No, it's good. All right, so now you're saying it's good. Here, how about that? I put on OBS, I pulled it back a little bit. How about that? Khalif's fish grease. No, you mean his nasty oven rib grease. That's better. Okay. Okay, good. I hope that's better. I hope that's good. Now it's loud, but it's good. It was my TV volume on 50. Okay. All right. I think I'm going to leave it right where it is. You think it's good. All right. I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to leave it where it is. But I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys helping me out with this. Yep. So for those of you that got here late-ish, this microphone is the Audio Technica. This is it right here. Audio Technica AT2020. It's about $100, and I wanted to upgrade my mic, so that's why I went ahead and went with this. But there's actually another mic that I want. It's a Samsung mic. Oh, excuse me, but the Samsung mic isn't out yet, so hopefully it comes out in the next 30 days. Because if it does, then I will return this one and I'll get that one. This is XLR. Yeah, I'm running this through a preamp with Phantom Power XLR. But yeah, I mean, as we sit here on this Memorial Day here in the United States, and you know, I know it's been a crazy time for everyone, man, but we just got to hang in there, and you know, we'll get through this, and hopefully stuff gets back to normal by next year. But until then, obviously all this gaming stuff, you know, gives us a little something to look forward to, get a little distraction in there. Will good old Pete be able to maintain his appearances post-pandemic? I don't know. I honestly cannot answer that question. I do not know if he will be able to. I hope he does. We'll see. We will see. I've actually not talked to him or Danny today. We usually talk by now. Let's see here. Let me check this really quick. You guys are saying the sound is okay. Appreciate that. All right, what do we got here? Any idea when we'll see Halo Infinite? July. They already said it at the Xbox event in July. We should see Halo Infinite, and I truly hope we get a nice demo of the open world campaign, whatever it's going to be. Maybe we see a little bit of multiplayer stuff like that. We're scheduled to talk to someone from 343 after the event, so looking forward to that. I won't say who it is, but if you know my history, I'll give you 2 guesses, but you only need 1. I'll leave it at that. And Chaz is saying Dallas is fully open, hardly seen any masks anymore. I mean, yeah. I mean, out here in Southern California, it's about 50-50. Some places still require that you wear a mask if you go in. But, yeah, I'm seeing about 50-50 outside. People wearing masks. Some people don't. I just look at it this way. Me personally, I'm fine wearing a mask. It doesn't bother me. So, you know, I bring it with me when I got to go somewhere. And I go into a store, I just put a mask on. I mean, it's really that simple for me. Let's see. But again, I do appreciate you guys helping me test out this mic. I'll give it another minute or two, see if anyone else has anything else to say. Like I said, I won't be on during this week because I got some real life work stuff I got to take care of over the next few days. I think we're doing Gamertag Radio on Sunday. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, but I'll definitely Night City Wire. I mean, that's kind of my main goal here anyways. I'll definitely be back for that, but I will not be streaming the Last of Us 2 State of Play because I'll be busy. Am I binge watching anything on Netflix lately? Actually, I'm not. Yeah, I mean, you know, we ran through Ozark and all that stuff, and you know, obviously the Tiger King craze that happened, you know, when all this first went down, but really not been watching a lot on Netflix. I keep saying I want to jump into The Boys on Amazon. I need to just do it and start doing that. But that's about it. And any other question before I run out of here? And I see a few more people join, so thank you for joining up on the stream. Like I said, I'm just testing out this microphone. I just want to make sure everything was good with this. And anything else? Have you guys ever thought about making a GTR YouTube account? That's not for me to decide. That's why I have this channel. I'll just leave it at that. Leave it at that. GTR we are partnered on Twitch. So we have a Twitch channel, but as far as YouTube goes, that's why I'm here on YouTube, because I wanted to do stuff on YouTube. So that's why I have my own channel. What's your opinion? Witcher 3 spoiler when Ciri... do we want to spoil? I guess let me read it first. Okay, yeah. So when Ciri talks to Geralt about visiting a place where people with metal hands, war fighting from a distance, a flying ship, it has to be. I mean, she totally described the dark future. It sounds like Night City. It sounds like Cyberpunk. So does that wind up being like an Easter egg or something? I know the devs, I'm pretty sure they shot down that Ciri would be in Cyberpunk 2077, but I could see some kind of Easter egg or nod to it. I saw a Johnny Silverhand figure today and thought about you. Oh, I appreciate that. It's funny. Yeah, and I've talked about this before, Zach, and I'll just say this, and then I'll go ahead and get out of here. I mean, I'm on YouTube because this is my creative outlet to do what I want to do, where I'm not answering to anyone or collaborating with anyone. It's what I want to do. That's why I started a YouTube channel. And, you know, GTR is GTR. I mean, you know, like I said, Danny, Pete, myself, I mean, we're brotherhood at this point, and that's not changing. Nothing's going to go with that. But Gamertag Radio has always just been an audio podcast, and we obviously stream it live on Twitch, but I want to do more video content, so that's why I'm here. The live streaming stuff here on YouTube is just something I just thought of a few weeks ago. Like, hey, why not? Why don't I stream on YouTube and see how that goes? So that's why we're here. And the main focus of this channel is going to be Cyberpunk. That's 100%. It's going to be Cyberpunk, and just other creative things that I want to do. But that's what me personally wants to do. Paris wants to do, and not Gamertag Radio. And will we see the Xbox Cyberpunk Edition controller? Oh, will I get it? I'll be upfront. Not a fan of the controller. The console I would love to have as a collector's item. Clearly I don't need it. I already have an Xbox One X. got to turn off that alert noise, too loud. And Mariano, thank you for the super chat. But yeah, as far as the console goes, I would love to get it. But the controller I don't necessarily need. And really, again, it would just be more as a collector's item more than anything. And Mariana saying that thanks for the live stream, man. Always great to see your content. Hope you and your family have a great Memorial Day. And thanks again. No, thank you. Thank you again for the super chat. I appreciate this. And I'll just do the whole spiel on that before we get out of here and say that all the super chat stuff goes to supporting things like this microphone. I'm looking at getting a better camera. So when I am doing YouTube unboxings and things like that, I have better camera equipment, better microphone, just all the stuff that goes with that. That's what the super chat money will go to. So I do appreciate that as I continue to try and get better and upgrade this channel and do some fun stuff with it. So anything else here before I go? And I will give it the old 5-second countdown. It's a 5, it's a 4, it's a 3, it's a 2, it's a 1, and all right. So thank you guys for helping me test out this microphone on the channel. I'll go back and listen to the audio and see if I can see where the volume stuff and kind of tweak that for next time. But I don't know if I'll be back again this week doing any live streaming. I got some work stuff to do. But I will for sure be back the week after all this stuff goes down. And I'll just show one last thing before we go. And let me minimize that. Night City Wire. This is going to be it. This is going to be the format. Really looking forward to that as well. And June 11th, man. Hope you guys can join me June 11th for Night City Wire. It's going to be a lot of fun. We get to finally see more Cyberpunk. And we'll have the live reactions, and I'll have a reaction video out and the whole thing. So, again, thank you guys for joining me. This was cool, last minute thing. Thank you for all hanging out, and hope you guys have a great Monday, Memorial Day, wherever you are in the world. And we'll see you again soon, or I'll see you again soon. See, GTR in my head, but I'll see you guys soon.